Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bristol, Tennessee. The Bristol Motor Speedway opened for competition in 1961. Bristol Motor Speedway has had a number of remodels over the years and several owners as well. It has been under its current owner, Speedway Motorsports, that Bristol Motor Speedway has enjoyed its greatest period of growth. The track hosts events for all three of NASCAR's national and, as of 2021, once again goes through a dirt makeover to welcome World of Outlaw events as well as Cup Series action on the dirt track at Bristol. With 153,000 seats arrayed in grandstands all the way around the surface, Bristol looks more like a football stadium on steroids than a typical racetrack. Veteran drivers have described racing at this East Tennessee Speed Emporium as the equivalent of flying a fighter jet in a gymnasium. So it's not surprising that every NASCAR Cup Series race draws a massive crowd. Still, the best seat in the house is the one behind the wheel. Sure, not a relaxing one, with laps at speed ticking by at less than 15 seconds. Oh, and the compact nature of the track means that the infield pits are on both the front and back straightaways. Drivers have the added complication to deal with. Tonight, it's the LSI ARCA Series on the dirt. It's next on HBR TV. Once again, everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining us here this evening at Bristol Motor Speedway. Practice just about wrapping up here. Just over 3 minutes to go. Cody Harger, your top time. Shane Wagner second, but not by much, probably less than a tenth. Shows a deficit of 0 on your timing tower there to the left. Totally different animal Bristol Motor Speedway is here, layered in dirt. The banking is a bit different as well. Still plenty of action to be had here around the speedway, though. These ARCA cars, seemingly a pretty good choice here on the dirt. These guys have been practicing throughout the week with them, having a good time, enjoying it. Sub 20-second laps. Again, on the paved track, they're running 15s or less. So really not a whole lot slower with a full dirt racing surface to deal with. You're just driving these cars hung out. It'll be fun to watch, that's for certain. Before we get too deep into things, of course, we've got to thank the sponsors. It is the LSI Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series. Special thanks to LSI. TRS, theracingschool.net. If you want to get behind the wheel and drive a full-bodied stock car or a tour type modified, check out theracingschool.net or call 877-CAN-RACE. Make a trip out to Thompson Speedway. They've got, I think, 4 new modifieds to work with here this year. 2022 schedule is also out. April, May, June, July, August, all the way into late October, weather permitting. Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath, 636-544-7836. And to D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated, associate sponsor of the LSI ARCA Series. And last but not least, My Cricket makes custom-made signs and a lot more. Contact Tabitha Brown at 618-340-0900. Once again tonight, we've been doing this a little bit in other series as well, but being that it is a dirt race, we're going to continue the trend over here with ARCA. We're going to be running heat races, of course, to kind of set the field for tonight's 50-lap feature, so that'll certainly be an added bit of excitement to this evening's race. That's going to wrap up practice. Harger does top the chart. Going to do some lone qualifying here to set the starting grids for the heats. See who rolls out here first. Looks like Shane Wagner is going to be first to hit the dirt. Already getting a good crowd here in the Facebook stream. We got Jason Green, Brian Torsha, driver, Natalie Bravo, driver's girlfriend, Grant Satterfield. I think he's the driver. Tabitha Brown, of course, the sponsor. Mike Kirk it makes. A few others. Shane Wagner all kinds of sideways into turns 3 and 4. Sawing at the wheel, chopping wood, a little too far on the rotation there off of turn 4. Kind of a throwaway lap there for the 26. Jamie Kerr, though, goes top of the board, 20.796. Jamie fresh off a recent win here in the truck series. Jason Satterfield goes top of the board. Pretty sure Jason is kind of a dirt ringer, I guess you could call him. First lap of 20.756. Jason out of Jasper, Georgia. Hard to get the power down. First lap was a 27.56. Second lap about a tenth slower. Josh Battles now goes top of the board. Josh with a first lap qualifying under 20 seconds, a 19.86. Bill Voracek second, 3.5, maybe 3/4 tenths off. Ben Choate jumps up to the second spot as well. First lap a no-go for the number 1 car, but 20.215 is lap 2. So far, only car under a 20-second lap is the 11 of Battles. Some of these guys continuing their laps post-qualifying just to add to the practice. Dale Legan is out there as well. New paint for the 05, the Smith & Wesson M&P colors. Cody Harger goes second quick on the charts here on his first lap, a 19.95. Lap 2 for Harger, still not enough for the pole, 19.876 seconds. Just barely misses out Josh Battles. Battles ran an 87, rounded up. Cody runs an 88. Dale Legan moves up the board, though. He's 5th fast on his first lap, a 20.331. Legan off turn 4. Again, a little over rotate off of 4. 20.344 seconds, about a tenth of a second, maybe more lost on the second lap. Mark Thomas, though, jumps into the 3rd position. 1991. So far, the top 3 under the 20-second barrier. This is probably where it's going to finish up for Mark Thomas. An ugly entry into turns 1 and 2, but doesn't matter. Lap 1 is where it counts. It might have been turns 3 and 4. Who can tell around this place? 20.670 seconds for the number 50 machine. Mark Thomas currently sitting in the 3rd position. One driver yet to take a time, that is the Canadian Dave Bennett for 13 machine. Bottom of the board there, no time. Actually, Shane Wagner, no official time. We saw him head out there for a lap. Gonna have to make it up in the heats tonight. Wagner was definitely quick in the practice. I think he was 2nd fast to the 66 of Harger. Typically a 10-minute qualifying session, though we do have everybody locked in here. Looks like everyone's taking a time at this point. And Shane Wagner made an attempt, was not able to clock in a lap. Dave Bennett has yet to hit the racing surface, at least in qualifying. Don't recall a practice time, but maybe we can take a look at the practice results here while we wait for qualifying to come to its conclusion. Again, Cody Harger was fastest, 19.594 second lap. This is the practice session earlier. Dave Bennett did take a time, 1.350 seconds slower than the fastest time. Well, we're going to step aside here. We still have a few minutes left in the session officially, just under 4 minutes before it comes to its conclusion. And the only driver eligible to take a lap here that hasn't as of yet is the number 13 of Dave Bennett. We're going to step aside. We'll be back momentarily. Start of our first heat. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bristol Motor Speedway, the Dirt Edition. Qualifying just about complete official. Mark. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, having a little bit of a technical issue. Looks like we've got it sorted, but here is your starting grid for Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series from Bristol, Tennessee, heat number 1. Starting from the pole position, it is the number 50 machine of Mark Thomas. Starting to his outside, it is the number 9 of Bill Voracek. Starting the second row, Cody Fogg, the number 58. Flanked by the 20 of Aaron Conover in the 4th spot. Jamie Kerr, HBR TV livery, Black Acid Custom Racing Apparel, number 75, starts 5th. Ronaldo McKinnon, representing Southern LED Automotive, number 52, will start 6th. Shane Wagner, after issues in qualifying, he's going to start shotgun on the field here for the heat to see if the number 26 can work his way towards the front. A good starting position for the feature. Never know, there might be an invert or two as well, so we'll have to see how things play out. It's your starting grid here at Bristol for heat number 1. Field is rolling on the half-mile Bristol dirt oval. Pretty sure we're going to get 2 formation laps before we go to green. Green flag is in the air. Drivers trying to come up through the gears. I mean, 8-lap heat. Mark Thomas down low, Voracek outside. Off turn 2. Drivers already strung out just a bit. Cream's going to rise to the crop quickly at a place like this. It really shows who's getting around it on dirt. Voracek, though, crosses over Mark. Crosses the line contact. They make contact door to door. Conover catches him, makes the move to the bottom. Yep, I'll take that spot. Conover looking for the lead off turn 2, but not enough momentum. Actually puts it into the inside wall. Mark Thomas back out front. Voracek back to second. Conover up in the fence in turns 3 and 4. They're going to continue on here. Cody Fogg's up to the 3rd position. Mark Thomas driving away. So far, I gotta say, Mark Thomas is impressive. He is great on road courses. He's pretty good on ovals as well. And he can get it done on dirt, apparently. So far, so good, leading the front of this heat. By a wide margin, 1.6 seconds back to second place, Bill Voracek. Other battles going on here. Shane Wagner starting to work his way back through the field, and we've got Aaron Conover in trouble again. Shane Wagner up to the 3rd spot. He's passed 4 cars already, halfway, just past halfway. 3 laps to go in heat number 1. Jamie Kerr gets to the left rear of Wagner, makes contact. Around goes the 26. It wasn't hard contact, but when you're already hung out, it doesn't take much. Move Cody Fogg back to the 3rd spot. Jamie Kerr now sits 4th. Mark Thomas still with a handy lead out towards the front of the field. Jamie Kerr slipping and sliding left to right, chopping wood inside that number 75. Mark Thomas off turn number 4. He's going to take the white flag in this heat. Good run for the driver, the number 50 Kodiak colored machine. Feeling things out. Aaron Conover still trying to get a feel for things there on the bottom. Mark Thomas off of 4, checkered waves. He's going to win the heat. Bill Voracek's going to be 2nd. Jamie Kerr is going to take 3rd with Cody Fogg 4th. Ronaldo McKinnon 5th. Shane Wagner comes home 6th. Probably not happy about that heat issue, but either way, is what it is. Again, we might get an invert. We don't know. Take a look now at our starting grid for heat number 2. On the pole for this one, it's the number 1 of Ben Choate with Dale Legan to his outside. Mike LaJoie is going to start from the 3rd position, the number 29 machine. Jason Satterfield, keep an eye on Jason. I'm pretty sure Jason is a dirt guy through and through, so this is kind of right in his wheelhouse. He starts the 2nd row on the outside, the number 39 machine. Brian Torsha starts in the 5th spot with OG Racing, with Pete Woodrum with 304 Motorsports starting in the 6th position. Shotgun on the field, it is the 13 of Dave Bennett. Dave did not take a time in qualifying. In fact, he has yet to grid up for this particular heat, so maybe he's not going to make it. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, but either way, he's listed in heat 2. It's not on the track. We've got 6 cars out there, 7 if you count the pace vehicle. Pace truck lights are off. Green flag waves. Field comes up to life. Everybody's spinning the tires. Kind of have to expect that here at Bristol Dirt. Slipping and sliding is the name of the game. Ben Choate into turn number 1. Dale Legan trying to take the spot on the high side from Mike LaJoie. Satterfield back in the 4th spot still. Battling here for the 2nd spot. Mike LaJoie down low. Legan up high. They still battle back and forth. Off of 4, LaJoie might have it, but looks like the 6 is in the fence. Pete Woodrum collected. No caution, but some damage on that machine. Meanwhile, the battle for the 2nd position continues to rage. LaJoie still down low. The 05 of Dale Legan up top. Meanwhile, Ben Choate's just going to keep turning the laps. Got 6 to go here from Bristol. This is heat number 2. Oh, big trouble for Dale Legan. He's in the fence with right front damage. Big time on that machine. Jason Satterfield's going to swing on by, take over the 3rd position. Legan's going to try and tough it out here, maybe wall ride a bit, try and see what he can salvage, but either way, loses a spot to Brian Torsha. Pete Woodrum and Dave Bennett. Dave Bennett's still not on the track, so he's not started this one, but Pete Woodrum's going to take the 5th spot away due to that. Ben Choate still handily out in the front. Everybody's spread out here. 4 laps to go. LaJoie is 2nd. Jason Satterfield 3rd. Torsha is 4th with Pete Woodrum 5th. Let's ride on board with Ben Choate as he makes it look easy off turn number 2. Gets it up in that high lane, up into the cushion. You can already see that lower groove starting to slick up on the bottom. Ben Choate crosses the line. White flag is waving one more time around for this heat number 2. Ben Choate's led it since the drop of the green flag. Little trouble early on with Dale Legan getting into the fence, damaging a right front. This one's over. Ben Choate's gonna have it. Checker flag waves for the number 1 machine, and he wins it. Couple more laps for good measure. So results for heat number 2. Ben Choate, Mike LaJoie, Jason Satterfield, Brian Torsha, Pete Woodrum, Dale Legan, Dave Bennett credited with the 7th position. So we're going to go to our feature. So let's look at our starting grid for tonight's event. On the pole position, once again, it is the 75 of Jamie Kerr. HBR TV back on the front row. To his outside, it is the 29 of Mike LaJoie. Starting in row number 2, it's the 9 of Bill Voracek out of Illinois with Ben Choate, the number 1 machine, starting 4th. Starting in row number 3, it's the 50 of Mark Thomas out of the United Kingdom with Josh Battles, the number 11 machine, starting 6th. Starting in the 7th position, it is the 66 of Cody Harger with Jason Satterfield starting 8th. Cody Fogg, number 58 machine, will start 9th. Brian Torsha, reigning truck champion with OG Racing, going going to start in the 10th spot. Ronaldo McKinnon, the number 52, will start 11th, with Pete Woodrum starting 12th. Shane Wagner starts 13th. It's going to be fun to watch him cut through the field. Dale Legan, the 05, starts 14th, with Aaron Conover, Dave Bennett starting from the last row, 15th and 16th respectively. Now you'll see the 66 of Cody Harger at the front of the field here. OG Racing League learned of a family member loss for the family of Cody Harger recently as last night.
We're going next time.
Gonna let Cody Harger pace the field here. Didn't put it on the pole, but as a sign of respect and just showing some brotherhood. It's kind of what this is all about. We like to go out here and race and have a good time, but this is a big family. We've talked about this many other instances, but this is what it's all about. So thinking about Cody and his family as he paces the field as we get ready to go to green. Field getting formed back up into turn 3. Not sure if we're going to get the green this time by or next. See the pace truck peel off. Yep, we're going green. Pace truck is down.
Green flag.
Green flag waves. Field comes to life. Little slip out of the 29 of LaJoy. Jamie in the gas into turn 1. Nice and smooth. Big gaggle of cars off of turn number 2. 3 of them for the top 3 spots. Kerr out front. LaJoy second. Ben Choate third. 4th and 5th, the battle with Josh Battles and Bill Voracek. Mark Thomas, Cody Harger, the next 2 cars back in line. Bill Voracek in the wall, not the way you want to be. Really wall riding around the corner. That is not the fast way around. Jamie Kerr still out front. Ben Choate second. LaJoy third. Cody Harger up to 4th spot here as the caution comes out.
Did you happen to get a look at your temps when you're on track?
Practice started so well for the 26 of Shane Wagner, but it's not going well now. Had a tough break in qualifying, tough break in the heats, and here he is bringing out our first caution of the evening on lap number 4. Let's take a look at it here, see what happened with Shane Wagner. Contact with the 6. Ronaldo McKinnon up into those 2. Just gets collected. 20 at Conover, maybe not seeing it, unable to slow down enough to avoid the back bumper of Shane Wagner. Insult to injury for the 26. This one's tough. Well, I stand corrected. I believe it was supposed to be a 50-lap feature tonight. Looks like we're going to go 75. I don't think anybody's going to complain about more racing. We had Alfie Sharon saying hello in the YouTube chat. Not sure if you're still there, Alfie. I just thought that. Got a bunch of you guys on the Facebook side. Feel free to say hello. Who you cheering for? Where are you watching from? Certainly helps when you guys interact because it's just lonely old me up here in the booth. Jamie Kerr's comment, not my favorite dirt track. Well, he started up front and he's leading the race. Sometimes the tracks that you don't really care for are the ones that you do the best at because you're not pushing so hard. You don't tend to overdrive when you don't like the place. You tend to just take it smooth and conservative, and sometimes that's the fastest way around. It is early, but so far so good for the 75 of Jamie Kerr for a place that he just doesn't like. Zach Millett chiming in. Great combo. Yeah, I think it is. So far so good. Ben Choate saying hello to Jamie Kerr. Lights are off atop the iRacing pace truck. We're going to go back to green the next time by. It'll be lap number 9 of 75. Pace truck falls off the banking. Wait for Jamie Kerr to get in the throttle. He does. We're back underway here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Jamie Kerr out to a good lead, a good restart out of the 75. Ben Choate as well. Nose out in front of the 11 of Josh Battles. They work off turn 2. Slipping and sliding through 3 and 4. Here they go. Cross the line here, still under green. Lap 10 goes back to the board. Ben Choate making a move to the inside on Jamie Kerr. Wants the top spot. Jamie's not careful. He's going to lose second to Josh Battles. Going into 1. That seems to be the case. Not so much, though. Jamie Kerr battling back on the high side. Ben Choate still out front, but here comes Battles again, battling back. Ben Choate, Josh Battles, Jamie Kerr, Mark Thomas, Mike LaJoy, the top 5, but they're side by side, 1st through 4th, here into turn number 1. Good racing going on here at the front of the pack for the top spot, and 3rd and 4th. Mark Thomas gets up into the 3rd position, though, takes that spot away from the 75. Ben Choate defending nicely up in that high lane. Caution is out, though. Looks like we've got a couple of cars involved. Maybe Mike LaJoy. Nope. Ronaldo McKinnon. Damage to that machine right front. Go back and watch the replay, see what happened with the 52 machine. Cody Fogg's coming down while McKinnon's coming up, and you see the end result. Both cars heavy impact into the wall. Cody Fogg drives away. McKinnon does as well. A little more worse for wear than the 58, I believe. Lights go out atop the iRacing pace truck. Once again, get regrouped for another restart. This time Ben Choate's going to have the preferred starting position. He's going to take the high side, of course. Josh Battles down low. He'll start in that low lane. Jamie Kerr up top, row number 2. Mark Thomas down low, row number 2. Then you got Mike LaJoie, Bill Voracek. That's your top 6. Green flag's back out. Ben Choate brings him down into 1. A good restart for the 1. Worked that high side beautifully as the green flag came back out. It's an advantage over the 11 of Battles. Jamie Kerr, a decent restart as well. He's battling back for that 2nd spot. Wants to take it back away from Josh Battles.
Caution.
And we do have a caution. A pile up looks like in turn 4. Jason Satterfield involved. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to that machine, but definitely facing the wrong way at the time. Dale Legan, Satterfield, Torsha, and LaJoie possibly involved. Let's take a look, see what happened. 39 of Satterfield, maybe a little contact from Wagner, almost gets by. He doesn't make contact with the 05 of Legan. He might get through that even with the slight push from the 26. Legan just slings it out into corner entry in the 2. Fortunately, Brian Torsha just drives it into the back, lifts the rear end up, spins the 05 around. Cody Fogg gets a piece of it as well. Conover sneak through. I didn't see the last one. 20 of Aaron Conover to Black Rifle Coffee entry. He's way down low. He's going to get through this easy enough, as is Ronaldo McKinnon. So lap 20 of 75, just about the 1/3 mark. Getting there, a few more laps. So once again, lights go out on the pace truck. We're going to go back to green at lap 22. Top 5, Ben Choate, Josh Battles, Jamie Kerr, Mike LaJoie, Mark Thomas. Not sure what happened with Cody Harger.
Green flag.
Green flag is back out though. Ben Choate takes command of the lead once again here. A little bit of contact with the walls. He gets through 1 and 2. Josh Battles is going to take advantage, take over the top spot, move the number 11 Budweiser machine out front. Ben Choate's going to try and battle back now down low. He was so quick on the top side, but battling back down low. Josh Battles has got to figure it out on the high side as well. They almost make contact door to door. Both cars slipping and sliding. Jamie Kerr watching it all unfold as well. Looking good at the front window of that 75 machine. In fact, let's watch it from his perspective. We're right on board with Jamie Kerr, watching Ben Choate and Josh Battles fight it out here into turn 1. Lap 24 of 75. Into the wall goes Jamie Kerr just a bit, allowing the leaders to sneak away a little. Josh Battles, though, seems to like that high line. Ben Choate, 5 car lengths in the rears, unable to pass the 11 back for the top spot. Again, these dirt races, track surface changes immensely throughout the course of the race. Gets all groomed up nice at the beginning, but you see, especially here in turns 1 and a little bit off of 2, mostly entry to turn 1, that bottom groove gets real slick and almost compact. After a while, it rubbers up. It kind of acts like concrete, not quite. It's certainly not as smooth, but that's not always where you want to run. You want to try and get those tires into that fresh, loose dirt. You actually get a little bit more grip up top. That's why you see these guys sliding up to the high side. Now you run that cushion, use the momentum off the corner. But after a while, even that's going to slick off as well. So you got to find a way, change up your lines throughout the run.
Caution, caution.
And Shane Wagner is in trouble once again. Looks like he's already taken it back to the pits. Caution is out. Lap 28 of 75. Let's take a look, see what happened with the number 26 once again. Oh, damage already on the right front of that Mountain Dew machine. I'm going to back this up a little further and see what caused that. Possibly contact with the outside wall. He was riding that for a while, at least a full lap. All right, so here it is. This is a couple of laps ago now. Pretty significant contact, the outside wall. Mind you, they do not have safer barriers here. They removed them for the dirt race, so that's a pretty hard hit Shane Wagner takes. Damage to the right front. You see the right front wheel hanging on only by the tether. And then later on gets collected by the 52 of Ronaldo McKinnon, just kind of running his lane, not realizing Wagner was down low, running slow. That's going to do it for the number 26. Josh Battles, though, still out front. Again, we are under the caution once again. Top 5 as they run. Josh Battles, Ben Cho, Jamie Kerr, Mike LaJoy, Mark Thomas. Pretty much the usual suspects right now at the moment in the top 5. Going back to Cody Harger, not sure. He off the track. No, he's still on the track. Definitely some damage on that machine. Did not see where he got caught up in an incident, but damage on the number 66 ride of Cody Harger as he comes to a stop. I don't know if he's waiting for the field or he's having other issues. Things not going the way Cody had planned, certainly here at Charlotte tonight. Charlotte, where am I? I'm at the wrong track. On a Michael Waltrip here. We're at Bristol, everybody. There's no dirt at Charlotte unless you're, well, on the dirt track at Charlotte. Josh Battles. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. So I do see a lap 21 with Cody Harger. I don't think this was the main incident. It could be. This is off turn 2. Go full speed here. Oh, that's what we just saw a moment ago. Yep, I don't know if Cody's just having some technical difficulties or what. I don't see where he crashed. I see he did jump to the pits at about lap 8. Unsure what for, but nonetheless. Never mind that, though. It's lap 33 of 75. We're almost to halfway here. Ben Choate's out front. He's going to have to see if he can get by Josh Battles here on this restart. Pace truck is down. Josh Battles in the gas. Ben Choate, a decent restart as well. Loses connection for a moment there. Blinks out completely. Where did the one of Ben Choate go? Where will he reappear, or will he reappear? One of the fastest cars out here half a lap ago vanished from the screen. And just like that, the one of Ben Choate is gone. Not good. Josh Battles, I'm sure, does not mind, nor does Mike LaJoy, as it moves the 29 up to the second spot. Cars work off turn 4 across the line, lap 36. This is the halfway point of the race. Caution out once again, though. Brian Torsha involved with Pete Woodrum. Both cars look okay, but unfortunately enough to bring us under the caution flag once again. Go back and take a look. 2 of Brian Torsha down low, the 6 of Pete Woodrum up top. Cody Harger's riding there in the 58 machine in behind. Looks like Woodrum drifting it off, coming down a bit. Torsha's coming up. Contact made. They kind of meet in the middle. Both cars make heavy contact to the inside wall. Once again, we are under caution one more time. Again, it doesn't take much. These ARCA cars are a handful, even if you've got plenty of grip and pavement, but here we are under circumstances with dirt. We're sideways every lap by design. Doesn't take a whole lot to cause an incident, so the caution comes out, but we're still moving right along. Still seeing some good racing so far. You see Cody Harger going by on the high side, getting a lap back. Not sure how many he is down. Looks like 9 laps down. He'll be 8 laps down. We're going to need a few more cautions if the 66 is going to play a part in this at all. Jamie Kerr checking in. I don't know how you guys do this. Jamie Kerr is typing into the Facebook stream chat while he's behind the wheel of an ARCA car on the Bristol dirt track, telling me that his virtual reality went out. Not Jamie's, but I think he's talking about Cody, because I don't know when he mentioned this. I know Cody does run in VR, but what happened to Ben Choate? He was running there for the second spot, was leading laps, and is just gone. My assumption is connection issue, because again, he just disappeared and never came back. Shane Wagner chiming in here in the YouTube side, smacking his forehead. I don't know what happened there, Shane. You were quick, man. You were fast in practice and all went downhill after that. Tough night. Cars not on the lead lap currently. The 2 of Brian Torsha, of course, Ben Choate, possible connection issue for the 1, Cody Harger and Shane Wagner. Shane, I believe, has exited the session at this point. He still sits in the car, I think, but those are your 4 drivers a lap down. Dave Bennett is still listed, categorized, but not in the race. Ah, Jamie Kerr. Jamie's like my in-race reporter over here. Jamie Kerr says internet went out for Choate. That sucks. I'm just going to be blunt about it. That sucks. Riding on board with the 11 of Josh Battles, current leader. He's going to restart here with Mike LaJoy to his inside. We're going to ride on board. Pace truck is down. Green flag in the air. We're back underway here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Right rear hung right out for the number 11 as he continues to lead down the backstretch into turn number 3. Let's look out the rear view here. Nothing but wall and grandstand. Oh, there's Mike LaJoy and the rest of the field in behind. Jamie Kerr, Mark Thomas, Bill Voracek. And caution is out once again. Not sure who we've got going on here. Maybe Bill Voracek, as he is already in the pit lane. Now he spins down to the pit lane. Mark Thomas says he crashed. Well, let's start here with Bill Voracek, see what happens here. Mark Thomas comes up the track, and again, they meet in the middle. This is something we've seen relatively common tonight. It's a product of dirt racing in stock cars. The visibility is nil. Everybody's running different lines. Mark comes up, makes contact with the 9, sends him to the inside. Mark Thomas slides along the wall there. Some damage to that number 50 machine. Mark was quick tonight, so hopefully he can get some repairs effected quickly and get back in this thing and put on a challenge. Mark Thomas down and away. Looks like a fast repair burned there for the 50. They did have 2 fast repairs to use tonight. Kind of do expect that sort of thing to happen at these places. It's a dirt track. You're driving race cars that really aren't made for it. Expect a little bit of carnage. We want to keep everybody in here and racing at least as long as possible. We don't have unlimited because, you know, that just turns into, well, I'm not going to get into what that turns into, but Brian Torsch going by on the outside. Looks like he's going to get back on the lead lap here. Mark Thomas, unfortunately, though, may have lost a lap because of that incident. Yeah, he's listed as 1 lap down. We'll see if that cycles back through. Got Bill Voracek just ahead of the 11 here. He's probably going to get a wave around at the 1 to go. Lights are still on the pace car. We're going to take a moment to thank the sponsors once again. This is the LSI Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series, presented by none other than Litchfield Specialty. Special thanks to the racingschool.net. If you want to get an opportunity to drive a real race car, full-bodied stock car, or a tour-type modified, check out the racingschool.net or call 877-CAN-RACE. Scheduling is up here for 2022, April through the end of October, weather permitting. Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality to commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath, 636-544-7836. And to D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated. And to My Cricket Makes, custom-made signs and a lot more. Contact Tabitha Brown, 618-340-0900. We're on the 1 to go here, I believe. Yep, Bill Voracek getting the wave around here before we get back to the green flag. Josh Battles is going to lead it. Pace car is down, though. Late on that wave around for Voracek. Green flag is out. Battles is, well, checked out already. Almost a full second into turn number 1. Jamie Kerr second. Mike LaJoy third. Jason Satterfield up to the 4th spot with Ronaldo McKinnon up to 5th. No sense in watching the 11 right now. He's in a league of his own out in front of this field. Everybody else, though, side by side, front to back, trying to battle for position. Right now it's Jamie Kerr and Mike LaJoy. Mike LaJoy up into the fence, not too hard, but gets stuck up there with that wall magnet. Loses some ground to the 75 of Jamie Kerr. Cody Fogg here in a battle with the 05 of Dale League, and we've got 26 laps to go. Mark Thomas back on the lead lap, I think. No, still 1 lap down. One more caution would get him back on the top spot, or at least in the lead lap. Working here with the 66 of Cody Harger, also laps down. Dale Legan and Ronaldo McKinnon make some contact into corner number 1. McKinnon way down low on the flat, looking for some grip, slides up the track, keeps it off of Pete Woodrum. Loses the spots as well. McKinnon free falling since the restart here. Josh Battles still leads. And McKinnon again, real loose off the corner. McKinnon is around into the wall, keeps it straight, at least after hitting the fence. Stay under green here. The battle with Cody Fogg and the 6 of Pete Woodrum. 23 laps to go. Woodrum running 8th, Fogg running 7th. Ryan Torsha in the 6th spot, just ahead. And Cody Fogg is in the wall. Again, another wall magnet opportunity for the driver, that number 58 machine. Once you get up there, it is awfully difficult to get off of the wall. Big banging it again, trying to keep this thing at least hung out a bit. You really want them sideways through the corner. Straight is not fast here on the dirt. Jason Satterfield running in the 5th position here. Jason was involved in an incident earlier on. Thought his day was about done, but of course got repairs made to that number 39 machine. He runs inside the top 5. Jamie Kerr still running in the 2nd spot. Pretty good advantage for the 75 over the 29 of Mike LaJoie. Two fastest cars on the track right now are Mark Thomas and Cody Harger. Unfortunately for the both of them, they're not on the lead lap. Mark Thomas, though, giving it all he's got, crossing his fingers here. Maybe he'll get another caution to get him back on the lead lap and put a challenge on. Right now, though, Josh Battles checking out. It's just amazing how sideways these cars get on corner entry. It's unbelievable. Just goes to show you the skill of these drivers here in the LSI ARCA series, the OG Racing League. Now, I will say once again, for a track that Jamie Kerr does not like, he's turning some pretty decent laps. Not quite as fast as Josh Battles, about 3/10 off, but as of right now, Jamie Kerr has the fastest lap of the race at 20.11. The qualifying times were in the 19s, at least for the top 3. But race pace, that's getting her done. Jason Satterfield ahead of the 50 of Mark Thomas. This is not for position. Again, Mark is still off of the lead lap. Cody Harger in trouble again in the pit lane. Don't know if it's VR related as well. A lot of guys having some trouble here tonight. Pete Woodrum in the 8th position, going down a lap. Jamie Kerr, the 2nd place machine, passing him just now as well. Josh Battles still in his own zip code here off turn 4. 12 laps to go. Top 5 right now: Josh Battles, Jamie Kerr, Mike LaJoie, Jason Satterfield, Dale Legan. Further back, Ryan Torsha, Cody Fogg, Bill Voracek, Pete Woodrum. That's your lead lap cars. Then you've got 10th place Mark Thomas, Ronaldo McKinnon, Cody Harger, Aaron Conover, Ben Choate, Shane Wagner. Dave Bennett classified, did not start. Cody Fogg up in the fence here, going a lap down to leader Josh Battles. Jamie Kerr dropping it down to the low side, looking for grip again. 8 laps to go. Pete Woodrum wall riding through 3 and 4 here. Again, that magnet sucks you right up there. It's difficult to get off of it. You gotta crank that wheel far to the left, and sometimes you do that and all of a sudden you come off the wall, and well, now you've got it turned too far to the left, and now you've got big problems. Mike LaJoie almost got punted by the 6 of Woodrum there. I don't know if that was an issue intentional or not, but gets away with it. Mike LaJoie drives off. If we had another 50 laps to go, I think Mark Thomas could almost catch the rest of these guys, but little trouble there in the middle of the corner. Mark Thomas loops it around. Is off turn number 2. Caution comes out as he gets in front of oncoming traffic, including the leader, Josh Battles. Yellow comes out just in time to avoid contact. Now, caution is out. I don't know if the 50 is eligible for the lucky dog here because he brought out the yellow flag. Gonna have to see how that pans out. He needed the yellow, he just didn't need it to be him. A good long green flag run we had there. We've got 4 laps to go. Gonna be 3 laps to go here in a moment. I think this is gonna take us to overtime. We've got 5 cars now on the lead lap. In fact, Mark Thomas with that caution, he's not even eligible for the lucky dog just due to his position in that line. Looks like Brian Torsha is gonna get it. Brian Torsha is gonna go around. He's in the 6th position. He's gonna take that lucky dog. You see, again, nobody pitting. Tires do wear in dirt races, just not quite as much as they do on the pavement. I guess it depends on track conditions, but so far so good. No one needing to hit the pit lane for fresh Goodyears, or in this case, fresh General tires. General being a offshoot of the Hoosier tire brand, believe it or not. Well, I guess the question is, Jamie Kerr have anything for the 11 of Josh Battles? Mike LaJoie have anything for the 75? Now, Mike and Jamie, they battled pretty good here. Right after that most recent restart, the 29 got into the fence and lost a lot of ground to Jamie. They get another crack at it here late in the race. Still 11 cars on the racetrack out of the 15 that took the green flag. Cody Harger, Aaron Conover, Ben Choate, Shane Wagner appear to be the only 4 off the track. Shane Wagner, I believe, has called it quits after a rough night that didn't start so bad. Ben Choate, internet-related problems for him. Aaron Conover, I don't know if he was just struggling to get a feel for the track, but saw him have some issues. He looked fast for a moment there early on, thought he was going to stink up the show, but Conover, unfortunately, having a rough night as well. Cody Harger, similar situation. Technical difficulties with the VR. One thing that you got to notice here is that these issues are not related to poor driving. They're all just kind of oddball. Lights are off on the pace truck here. Looks like we're going to go back to green here in just a half a lap. Settle it here from Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a green-white checker attempt. I believe we do have 3 of those in store if they are needed. If, emphasize on the if. Pace truck is down, green flag waves, and Mike LaJoie spun the inside right on the restart. Caution is back out again.
What do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
Tough break for Mike LaJoy. Oh, let's take a look at it. See what happened to the number 29. This is coming to the green. We'll go real time here because it happened so fast. Ooh, the 39 of Satterfield comes down a bit. They make contact, and right to the wall goes Mike LaJoy. Watch that from the onboard of the 29. Looks like Satterfield came down. Well, that was attempt number 1. Again, we do have 2 more opportunities for these green-white checkers to settle it here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Josh Battles out front. Looks like Mike LaJoy, I don't know if he's going to get a wave around here or how this is going to pan out. I don't think he lost a lap. He'll probably get the wave around. He'll be the last car on the lead lap when we get back to green. In fact, he is still the last car on the lead lap, but again, he's kind of trapped behind the pace truck. There goes the 29. Catch up to the back of the field. It's gonna be a quick yellow, maybe. I think that was an admin wave around because the lights are still on top of the pace truck. Trying to get the 29 caught back up so we can actually contend here. Bit of a recap. Josh Battles still your leader. Took that spot away from Ben Choate right around the halfway point of the race. Wasn't much long after that. We had a restart, and then all of a sudden Ben Choate lost his internet connection. So unfortunately for the one, internet problems plaguing him tonight, costing him a chance at a victory. Jamie Kerr is in the 2nd position. Jason Satterfield 3rd. Dale Egan 4th. ARC champion Brian Torsha 5th, Mike LaJoy, Cody Fogg 6th and 7th there. Not sure if we're going to go single file restart here or not. There's one thing that this OG Racing League does do quite a bit. If we have cautions or issues with cautions, they'll change it to single file to help stretch these guys out, give them some more room, and that's what they've done here. We're back to the green flag. Josh Battles gets away pretty clean. Jamie Kerr in the throttle a bit too hard, spins the tires more than you want to, at least. Hangs on to the 2nd spot. We've got a battle here for the 3rd position. Dale Egan looks like he's going to lose it here to Brian Torsha in the 2. Got 2 laps to go here from Bristol. Josh Battles crosses the line. Last lap for the number 11. Josh Battles works it into turns 1 and 2, right up there in the cushion, crosses the slick, off turn number 2 down the backstretch. One more time into turn number 3. Josh Battles, he got lucky with this one, but he earned it as well. Certainly quick out there. Josh Battles off turn number 4. He's going to win it here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Jamie Kerr is going to finish in the 2nd spot. Jason Satterfield 3rd. Brian Torsha 4th. And Dale Egan brings it home in the 5th position. Everybody's doing donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? All right, well, that's going to do it. We're going to step aside here for a short break. We're going to gather our top three. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bristol, Tennessee, the Litchfield Specialty ARCA Series on dirt. It's over with. Josh battles the 11, takes home the checkered flag. We're going to go down to our winner here in just a moment and have a word. See if we can pull Josh into the booth. Josh, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Josh, man, congratulations. You made it look easy out there. I know you kind of had the second half made it a lot easier for you with Ben Choate not being around, but you passed him clean and on your own, and then he lost connection. Tell us about your race and at least the battle with yourself and the one.
Oh man, it was a good race. I was a little nervous in practice, but I kind of figured out a way around. I'm new to the ARCA cars on dirt, but Ben's always tough on dirt. I think me and him and a few other guys are the dirt ringers, as they say. But yeah, he's tough. There was one time there I thought we were going to get together, but hey, he kept it clean, and that was a fun little battle with Ben. I hated to see him have bad luck. I hated to see Cody Harger have bad luck too. He had some hardware issues, I think.
We were certainly watching that battle. I think it was in turns 1 and 2. You and Ben Choate, maybe 3 inches apart, door to door, relatively recent after a restart. That was fun to watch. Great racing at the front of the field between you two. It's a shame. I would have loved to see it come down to a battle the rest of the race, but either way, a good race, and you ran well out there. Nice and smooth, consistent. I want to say, what else could you have done? But you won the race, so what's the point?
Yeah, that'd be hard to top right there.
Josh, congratulations, man. Is there anybody that you need to thank before getting out of here?
I just want to thank the OG guys and putting on the league and putting on these races and the sponsors it takes to do that. Thank you for putting on some awesome broadcasts, man. You do a great job. And I just want to say, my thoughts and prayers are with Cody and his family as they go through their loss.
Certainly much appreciated by the Harger family. Josh, again, congratulations, man, and good luck here at the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Steve.
As Josh battles your winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway, Bristol on dirt in the LSI ARCA Series. Next up, we're going to go to second place finisher Jamie Kerr. Jamie, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Jamie, this is becoming a habit. You're up here in the top three, finished second. This is your least favorite racetrack, at least what you said earlier on. I made the comment about, well, guys that don't like racetracks tend to run better at them because they don't overdrive it. They kind of slow things down. Was that your strategy coming into tonight, or was just caution to the wind and see what you can get?
It pretty much try to take my time and make calculated moves and try to run that high line. Found out that in practice, the high line really worked better than trying to run the low line. And really, honestly, didn't expect to get second out of this.
Well, you were up in the top five most of the night, so congratulations on that. You definitely earned it. Anything you could have done to track down Josh, or is he just too quick around here?
Josh, honestly, he's a dirt guy. He does this. He knows what he's doing, so I had nothing for him. I mean, what I got was what I got, and I was happy with it.
Well, once again, Jamie, congratulations on the runner-up finish. Before we let you get out of here, anybody you need to thank?
Well, first of all, HPR for being on the car. Definitely love the broadcast. Also, Black Acid Custom Racing Apparel, KRM, and Allison Race Parts. And, you know, everybody who puts this on and makes this league possible. This is a blast.
All right, Jamie.
Our, sponsors.
All right, Jamie. Well, thanks for chatting with us, man. Congratulations once again, and good luck at the next one.
Appreciate it.
Jamie Kerr, your runner-up here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Next, we're going to go to a third-place finisher, Jason Satterfield. Jason, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations on a top three finish. Had some struggles early on, got involved in a wreck or two, maybe. But tell us about your racing background. Are you kind of a dirt guy through and through, or just is this something new to you?
Yeah, I'm a dirt guy. And guys, appreciate having me, and really enjoying it. Need to apologize to Mike for getting into him on that last release door. Little trigger happy on the throttle. That took him out, it looks like, but sure hate it for him.
Well, these things happen. We talked about it quite a bit. There was a lot of meeting in the middle, so to speak, with side-by-side cars coming off of turn number 4. In this case, I think it was coming to green, but it is what it is. It happens. These cars are a handful, especially on dirt. And they're definitely not a 410 sprint car. They're ARCA cars, so it's a little different.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, Jason, again, congratulations on the third spot. I'm sure you and Mike are going to have a conversation later, so I'll let you guys get to it. Before we let you go, though, is there anybody you need to thank?
I do. I need to thank Golden Nugget Nutrition for sponsoring me, AC2 Skins, Husband Wraps. I also need to thank Robbie Milburn for his help. He's been here racing setups, and I think that's about it.
All right, Jason. Well, again, thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations on the good run tonight, and good luck at the next one.
All right, appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for doing this.
Well, that's your top three finishers here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Josh Battle's your winner. Jamie Kerr second. Jason Satterfield, we spoke to just a moment ago, in the third position. Let's go through the rest of our finishing results. Brian Torsha in the 2, finishes in the 4th spot. Dale Legan brings it home 5th. Mike LaJoy, after that late race issue with the 39, finishes in the 6th spot. Definitely had a top 3 car here tonight. Tough break for the 29, certainly. Cody Fogg finishes 7th. Mark Thomas battles back, finishes 8th. First car 1 lap down. It's a shame he probably could have fought his way back through. If he could get back on the lead lap, just wasn't meant to be. Bill Voracek, the number 9, finishes 9th. Pete Woodrum finishes 10th. Ronaldo McKinnon brings home an 11th place finish. Cody Harger, again, hardware issues for the 66, finishes 12th. Aaron Conover finishes 13th. Ben Choate, also with an internet-related problem, finishes in the 14th spot. Battled for the top spot most of the first half of the race, led a lot of the race as well. Certainly would have been a contender here for a checkered flag. An unfortunate finish for the 1 car of Ben Choate. Shane Wagner, same thing, man. He started off practice, was lightning in a bottle, and it all went downhill from there. Shane Wagner, a tough evening here at Bristol, finishes 15th. Really, of the cars that took the green flag, He's the last finisher. Dave Bennett is classified but did not take the green. That is your finishing order here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Once again, I got to thank everybody for watching and tuning in, interacting in the Facebook stream chat. Robbie Milburn saying hello. Another great broadcast. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for the kind words. Certainly appreciate that. And Alfie Charon in the YouTube side saying hello. Shane Wagner smacking his forehead. That's always fun to watch. It was a good race on my end. I didn't know what to think coming into tonight. I expected it to be a disaster, and that's not a slam on OG. It's just most of the dirt races I've seen with these stock cars, whether it's ARCA or trucks or Cup, they don't run well. Tonight, different story. Yeah, we had our share of cautions, but turned into a decent race. We had a really good stretch of green flag there at the end. I think it worked out. It was a positive experience. I give it a 9 out of 10. I would definitely come back. So once again, thank you everybody for watching. We got to thank the sponsors one last time before we get out of here. Litchfield Specialty. It is the LSI ARCA series. Without them, this would not be possible. Big thanks to TRS, the racingschool.net. Again, if you want to drive a real race car, full-bodied stock car, or tour type modified, check out the racingschool.net or call 877-CAN-RACE. Again, their schedule is out 2022, April through late October, weather permitting. Find some dates at work. Make the trip out to Thompson Speedway. That's when the racing school is going to be there. They'll get you hooked up and get you taken care of and be a thrill, certainly. You can go out and drive these things at speed. Some of these modifieds were race ready when they showed up to the track. And they're not winning race cars necessarily, but they're plenty fast, probably mid-pack. So get the opportunity, you got to go out and do it. Thanks to Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality to commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath at 636-544-7836. Special thanks to D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated, associate sponsor of the LSI ARCA series. And My Cricket Makes, custom-made signs and a lot more. Contact Tabitha Brown for details at 618-340-0900. Once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. I know I keep saying that, but it really does make a difference. It's important to me. I know we get paid to do these broadcasts, but it's no fun if nobody's watching. I don't care what it pays. I like to have a good crowd. I like to do this for you guys, and the more the merrier. So thank you every week for showing up and being a part of this. It's a big deal to me. I appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, please like, follow, share, subscribe. Facebook.com/HollerBoysRacingTV. Also on the YouTube side at HollerBoysRacingTV. If you're in the Discord for the OG Racing League, you can find all the streams there as well, past, future, present. I usually get them scheduled up the same week so you can plan ahead. Just turn your notifications on so you know when it's going to happen in case you forget. You can be there for the green flag. That's going to do it for us here at HBR TV. I'm Steve Singer from Bristol Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Josh Battles, winner tonight here in the LSI ARCA series. Thanks for watching, everybody.